Walmart is America's largest private employer with nearly 2.5 million workers, and its CEO, Doug McMillon, just gave an AI wake-up call. He says it's very clear that AI is going to change literally every job. Maybe there's a job in the world that AI won't change, but I haven't thought of it. More automation in warehouses, more AI chatbots providing customer service. Some jobs might disappear, others may emerge. One thing is certain. C-suites across the country are anticipating a monumental shift. Okay.
Well, first off, thank you guys so much for coming back in. I've been out for a few days. I had nasty illness that hopefully no one gets, but it seems to be something going around. So my littles brought home something that just put me down. So anyway, thanks for hanging in there. Appreciate everyone, all the support, up to 311 subscribers. So please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And yeah, we just appreciate. Let's get right into it. So I don't see how this is new news. I know I've had several videos on this before about AI coming to change the landscape and wipe out a lot of jobs, and it's had some pushback. Rightfully so. I welcome all the pushback. That this is nothing more than like, when the internet came aboard, or when, we had smartphones, and um, how the yellow pages got wiped out, all these different companies. And yes, I could see some of the similarities there. But I think if this is the first inning of AI, I would say that it's pretty safe. And now you have the CEO of Walmart finally coming out saying, yeah, not looking so good. I don't, again, I'm not, well, I use AI, and even in my previous jobs, I used it, but not to the level I'm sure that some people do and some companies utilize it. But this is a big disruption that's coming. And I think to me, it's like carbon monoxide. It's something that you don't see it until you don't smell it, it's there, but it's too late. Once you, well, you don't realize it, but it's essentially invisible, and it just takes you out. And I think that's what's coming. And I think this is the first time that, like I said, this AI thing is so weird because on one hand, it's gonna take out and clear out a lot of jobs. On the other hand, it's also gonna make a lot of people money. And if you utilize it right and you're one of those people that know how to use it, I can see it being extremely profitable. Like even evaluating how I use it to evaluate real estate deals and things like that quickly, to gather some of that data. I mean, it's a helpful tool for sure, but I think it comes with a cost. And with every technology convenience that we have, we're giving up something. And do I think we're going to be like that cartoon, what was it? Wally, where, the humans just have no purpose anymore, and they're just like on these hovercrafts, and, not eating, or having robots do everything so humans get. I don't think it's going to be like that. At least not in our lifetime. Maybe in my kids. But and maybe that's extreme, but you get the point. But I do think that this is a change like we are never ever, I think no generation has ever experienced before, just because the nature of it, and it's forever learning. I don't think we've had that before. Like we had the internet, which you had all the information, but something actually like like learning, and just, I don't know. I talk to people who are in Silicon Valley because that's where I'm from, Bay Area, and some of the things that some of my friends who work at some of these tech companies tell me that they are involved in and they see, I yeah, I don't know. And even some doctors are saying like, a lot of the surgeries that are even being done now, the doctors are more like in a supervisory role. You're making sure it's remarkable, but at the same time, it's kind of scary. So this is why I think now more than ever, I think we have a window to invest. And I'm not saying the window's going to close on investing. I think there's always going to be an opportunity, Remember what I always say, there's only 3 ways to make money: owning a business, real estate, and, stock market. Those are it. Don't overcomplicate it, but I say all this to say, and I'm saying this in a very winded way. Bet on yourself, go find what you're passionate about, and not even necessarily what you're passionate about, but just whatever idea you've had, or you just go for it. Try it out within reason, right? You don't want to take everything you have and like bet it on black. I mean, that's just, don't gamble, but take an educated guess, and don't rely on just a good job. Figure out a way to generate income outside of what you do for a living. If it's skills are transferable, it's relatable, fine, do that. But outside of that, I would not put all my eggs in one basket. So, anyways, I think you guys are getting the point. Also, I'm in a different location of the house because now my wife is sick, and you know, so anyway, so I got to keep it down because everyone's sleeping. But anyway, let's uh let's get into the video and see what the talking heads have to say.
You revealed yourself as Mr. Ingenuity,
Yes, sir.
innovation. You don't short anything.
Right.
AI.
Yeah.
He didn't say it's going to kill every job. He said it's going to change every job.
And that's the important
means
distinction.
Some go away, some add. What do you make of that?
Change is very different from destroy or eradicate. I agree with him that AI not only will change, but is changing. And we could come up with all kinds of examples, whether anecdotally or professionally. I'll give you one that I thought was fascinating. The Wall Street Journal asked lawyers to review contracts. And on average, it takes a good lawyer about an hour and a half to go through a contract. Well, they put, 15 contracts through AI, and in 45 seconds, they had the same response back from the computer. Now, that doesn't mean that you lose all the lawyers. You still need a lawyer to go through and then
finish it.
Yeah, that's right. You're a lawyer. So it's not as though all those jobs certainly don't exist, but you may not meet as many as you thought. So I think he's right. There are going to be changes, and I think the onus is on all of us to figure out how to use AI efficiently, effectively, make our own businesses better. And then, if I don't have kids, but if I did and they were in high school, I might encourage them to start thinking a little outside the box. Where there is AI, there are data centers, and where there are data centers, you need electricians, master electricians that can actually physically wire the stuff, or HVAC specialists, right? Because you got to cool this stuff down. There are new jobs that will be created. Robot took my job, right? You go in the factory. Well, guess what? There are people who need to maintain robots, even build. So I just think we all have to be thoughtful about how to adapt. In the same way, the car put the horse business out of business, right?
Well, so you talk about
didn't make it worse.
You talk about adaptation, and Jackie, I know you can review 15 contracts a second.
I agree. And I've said this before in prior videos and reviewing this stuff. I think the trades are in for a resurgence like no other. They've already been in resurgence for the last, I don't know, since COVID for sure. The industry that I work in, you got to have them. There's no way to do business without them. He was right. Data centers are popping up all over the country. So learning HVAC, plumbing, electrical, roofs, property management to a large degree, learning how to, all of those things I think are going to play a key role as far as like job security. So just some food for thought. I'm not going to go through every point of this video. I just wanted to point that out. I thought it's very interesting that the CEO of Walmart is saying that. And again, I think we have to take them at face value. We can't speculate, even though I like to sometimes, but we got to be fair and say it's not going to eliminate the jobs, not going to kill jobs, but it will eliminate some jobs. Part of me feels like it's the downplay before, like, oh, we didn't know it was going to be this bad, but I am always a skeptic until proven otherwise. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And again, thank you guys for hanging in there with me, and I appreciate you. See you on the next one.